Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is episode 10 of Naval Blades Let's Fail under the Tech World pack. Yeah, it should be a Let's Play, but it's gonna be a Let's Fail. Alright, as you notice, I expanded my little house a little. I will go outside and view the tour. Basically, I realized that, oh yeah, remember those saplings that I picked up and showed you guys? That's what 4 of them planted in a tight square do when they grow. That's going to take care of my woods, so I'm not going to need to use the tree over there. All this should help with the food, so I won't need to rely on apples to avoid starving. As you can see, I did my best to not be running around on dirt floors and looking like the whole thing's made out of dirt. The chicken pen doesn't have many eggs right now because I keep taking them and throwing them back in. This might also be that I've reached the max population on chickens, which I'm going to check here. As you'll notice, I extended the pipe with one more and added a chest. The barrel will only hold eggs if eggs are the first thing in. Now it'll hold like 4,096, but when I go ahead and slaughter one of these guys, as was part of the plan, don't worry. Okay, there we go. It's a very big one, right? See, the raw chicken comes out and goes down into that. Now that some have died off, there's a chance of these actually spawning, because I may have been at the cap of this. If not, well, there's always seeds from all of that. So at this point, I am not going to starve to death, which is quite nice. And the active set, since I never kill them off, will always keep generating eggs. Ergo, eat more chicken. Alright, I promised I'd show you guys some BuildCraft stuff. One of the things I noticed, and you'll see the little pit down here, is I kept hearing lava below me. That lava is actually going down to here, a little water escape down. But yeah, I've got a sizable chunk of lava. I've got a... Yeah, I actually did that, didn't I? Did I mention this is a Let's Fail? Gonna need to bring side ladders for that. Fetch that up later. I added one for clay and one for rubber. As you can tell, I've definitely been using the extractor. By the way, the normal generator, very inefficient. One of the reasons I'm setting all this stuff up is I have decided, painful as it must be, I'm going to use up a bunch of my goodies and I'm going to get an actual refinery going. Yeah, and I do mean a bunch of the goodies. Alright. Smelt that glass because for the refinery I believe I'm going to need... Alright. Actually, I'm probably thinking of the mining well, which is coming later. That's silly of me, but here we go. Refinery is still going to need redstone. I believe I need 2 torches. I'm going to need 1 more glass on that. Should be good. And if I'm right, it should also be 2 glass, 2 redstone, and a diamond gear. Refinery, 3 glass, and a diamond gear, which is damn pricey. Ooh, do I have the gold? If I don't know, I do not have the gold. I will not be making a refinery right now. Sorry, guys. Which is going to make the mining well be a lot less useful, but I will still build some of my infrastructure up. Alright, I've got 1 piston here, and I will make probably a couple more before this is done. Alright, 3. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some for some of these machines. Because I'd like to have a piston aside for... Complete sentences, right, folks? Alright, I'd like to have a piston aside for the combustion engine, because I can just make the combustion engine now because I have lava. Fancy that. I'm going to need a couple more iron for this. Sorry for not having this all smoothly laid out. And this might actually be the second time I made iron gears. Oh well. Like I said, it's a let's fail. Iron gears, you just saw me make them. Glass. Iron across the top. And we have a combustion engine. This will only work with oil, fuel, and lava. Thankfully, I've got a nice stock of lava. Why am I setting up this way, you've possibly wondered? Well, blast. Thankfully, you can pick those up really easy. That's one thing that's wonderful about this BuildCraft stuff. Alright, first I'm going to need some wooden pipes to extract the BuildCraft power. I will make one of them a wooden conductive pipe. Conductive transfers power. I don't have any gold, so I'm going to have to use a fallback of stone, which I only have one at the ready. Please hold. You guys can tell how prepared I am. Gold is the most efficient, but not having that handy, I'll make them with stone. Stone, I believe, is a bit better than cobblestone. And I'll go ahead and make all 8 of those conductive. Reason I'm setting it up this way, possibly quite foolishly, you know, I'll put it on this side, just in case it explodes. Conductive pipe. And I will actually lay the machines on top of it, and I believe it will go to whichever machine needs it. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to do some redesigning. If I right-click the interface, there is water and fuel, one of the two. You can only fill it with stuff. Nifty thing here tells me, this is from Red Power, I believe, that it's got no power in it, and it's not running right now. Lots of jokes I could make about that, but yes, it has no power in it, and it's not running right now. Thank you for that tip. I can use the lava bucket here to get it some lava. Let me grab my ladders before I do this, because, well, I'll grab some more lava, but I do want to fix this before I fail on this again. Okay, now I can get out nicely. Or at least reasonably. Okay. This is not a very deep lava pit, but it is still source lava, and it will still be useful. Flowing non-source lava is pretty useless to me. Now, since this can run off of lava, you will see it will soak up the lava here, add it into the fuel tank, which is not its optimal fuel. I mean, oil is, and fuel is better if you have it. Fuel is way better than oil, just for the record. If you have the option, you should always convert your fuel up to oil. Biofuel, a little bit of a different matter. No pun intended, arg. But biofuel, biomass, maybe not the same efficiency rating. Okay, I filled the other 4 so fast that I was just wasting time with that one. You know what? Do I have any more stone brick blocks? 1. Okay, folks, this isn't going to look as pretty, but there is a... Yeah, I put the drill away because if I do one of the things I'm thinking of, I most certainly risk death. If I don't show you all of the BuildCraft machines this time, at least I will show you myself risking certain... Well, not certain. Wouldn't be a risk then. It would be a certainty. Alright, now that I have infinite source water here, I'm going to fill the buckets. Run over here. If you do not have water to keep this thing cool, it will eventually overheat and explode. If you don't know about the combustion engine, there are lots of basic tutorials out there. I'm just giving you the quick skim. You always want to have water for this thing. It's good even to have a pump providing it with water. And I probably have picked up more buckets of water than it can hold, but I can leave one in there like that, and I can put the other one in a chest, and, you know, I'll just do the other thing you can with water and empty one out. Alright. If I had a machine hooked up to it right now, it would be able to function based on the water. I'm going to grab some sleep real quick so it'll be daylight and there's less chance of monster spawn. Okay, some of the... Yeah, unfortunately I need to find some gold. I will get back with you guys when I find some. It's taunting me, I swear. Alright, get back to you when I find some. In the meanwhile, I'm going to see, I can go with a squeezer. Might be one of my best options right now. Which will take 6 tin and a starting machine casing and 2 glass. I've got the bronze, got the 6 tin, and I've got the 2 glass, so I will indeed make the squeezer right now. Why am I making the squeezer, you ask? Because right now I do not have cactus at all, which is one of the 2 waterproofing materials you can use. The other comes from bees, which are these guys. When they produce honeycomb, some produce wax. That wax can then be turned into either wax capsules, which are akin to the tin cans, or the waterproofing, which is quite useful. Just going to drop that there for now. I've been growing quite a lot of pumpkins, and that's a good thing because I can pop these open for their seeds. You know what? I can do it with all of them. I don't have any major need of pumpkins right now, and I have plenty more growing. Okay, I've got all these seeds. I toss them in the squeezer, and the no recipe thing disappears. Now all I need is a lever, which actually I can just make anywhere, with stick and cobble, and I will start this bad boy up. The power immediately goes to this one. I may have to watch it. I think this machine will pull in any excess power and put it to use or save it up. This is going to build up an amount of seed oil. Once it has enough, I can put it in canisters, and up next I should make the carpenter, because I actually want to get bees going this time. Carpenter is from Forestry, as is possibly the squeezer. I'm going to need a painful amount of bronze, as you can see. 8 for the casing plus 6 is 14. 14 bronze is going to mean... Yep, all of that copper. And... well, I'll use that copper first, best I can, and then I'll use the rest, because it's a 3-to-1 with copper to tin, which, as you can see, is quite expensive on my current material set, and I need 14. It's not going to let me do it that way, so I'm going to need to cook up 3 tin. Once the 3 tin is cooked up, I can mix it with these 3 copper ingots, similar to how I did the dust. I'm just checking back here. This will let me know it's running on 1 megajoule. It's very slowly sipping at this. Heat is its efficiency to a degree, but when it gets too hot, bad things can happen. That's why you have water in it to cool it. This is slowly building up a collection of seed oil. When it gets enough, I can use a bucket to transfer it or put in a canister and it will fill it. That's BuildCraft and Forestry stuff. Alright. Please toss that in while I make the other 1, 2, 3, and then half. Go. 16. Alright, put the rest of that back. 10, silver, zinc, yeah. That's enough for the machine, which demonstrated here, 8 bronze. Kind of an expensive recipe the way Greg Tech has it going right now, but I'm not going to bemoan too much. Carpenter is wonderfully useful, but you will need to keep supplying it with materials. I don't have any overclockers in these things going yet, so I'm sorry if it's not that interesting. If you ever see your pipes filled with this huge... See how it's just a thin trail of that light blue? If you ever see your pipes filled with a very wide berth of that, it means there's nowhere for the power to go and you're risking an explosion. That's extremely bad because if it blows up, it'll damage your valuable equipment. Because as much trouble as it is to mine the stuff up and get the stuff going, the last thing you want to do is leave your house, come back, and find a hole or a crater. Alright, here's the carpenter, which I believe will also pull some power if it needs some or if any gets to it. That's going to be a while before that fills, but I will cook up a couple 10 just to show you canisters, which are also going to be vital. I should point out right now this is producing 1 megajoule per tick, or 1 Minecraft joule per tick. As you can see, the lava is very slowly going down. The water much more slowly. So yeah, that's going to be a while. No recipe, meaning it doesn't know what to do yet, and I will see. Yeah, the impregnated casing is going to be just 8 logs is the recipe, and you need seed oil. You use that, right click to show what you do with it, surround it with boards and wooden slabs, and you will actually get your apiary, which is where you can put your bees in. I'll give you guys a brief and basic tutorial on that. It's not too fancy, but you know what, if I'm going to be doing bees, I'm also going to need to go out and get some flax going. Because, painful as that may be, hard. No pun intended. Painful as it may seem, you will need a string and sticks for the beehive. Oh yes, my corn is growing over here. Punch at the bottom. Replant the corn seeds, and I picked up the corn. This is part of my food supply chain. The pumpkins, which you now see why I've got them, and they do have other uses later. They can be used in the production of methane, and since they're lazy to produce and plentiful, it's quite nice. The sugarcane over here is also about to play an important role. If I can squeeze it in with this episode, I will show you sugarcane scuba diving, aka suicidal intentions. If it works, I will be able to set something up at one of the nearby oil fields without causing too much disaster. And I apologize for showing you all the basic day-to-day stuff I have to do at the base. And despite that apology, I'm going to collect this grain because most of it is ready. I really enjoy the fact that trampling does not occur on planted crops as long as you're just walking. Yes, I'm doing a left click, then a quick right click to replant. Yes, I do hear the lava bubbling beneath me, but that's okay. I know where it is now. I've explored all that. It's all good. These seeds can also be used like the pumpkin seeds, but they have the added advantage. You can use them to feed the rubber into the extractor. I showed you that before. Alright. Pumpkins. Smashing pumpkins. Yada yada yada. Seeds. Alright, if the tin is ready, I will show you the containers. While that's there, I'm going to toss the corn in to cook. Alright, everything seems to use cells, which are the more expensive of the two. So I'm going to make the... Ouch! That recipe went way down in total production, but sure, I've got 4 empty cells. If I put them here, when this reaches a full unit, it will pull one of these cells out, fill it, and drop it in here. Here, let me OCD these for a second. There we go. Once that's finished, it will fill the cells. The cells are needed to actually transfer the fluid to another item. If it doesn't annoy people too... Oh yeah, carpenter uses ghost images in crafting. See, as I left click, it's not doing anything with those. If I right click, it disappears. This is the carpenter's actual storage area. It still says no recipe because it doesn't have any seed oil, which will turn that to the impregnated casing recipe. This is going to keep it busy for quite some time. Alright, resting again, and while I'm doing it, checking the video time. We're up to 22 minutes. I did want to show you guys some more. But I'm afraid of stretching the videos out too long because people are probably going to get bored or tired of hearing me talk. Alright, I'll put some of these goodies away. I will grab the boat, and I will see if I can give you a creative little show before I log off. Note, my most valuable stuff is all getting put away. Everything I have on me is, except those ladders, fairly easily replaceable. Now I will grab a boat, and let's say, screw it, just grab the full stack of sugarcane. This may look suspicious yet interesting. Well, the nearest oil deposit that I know of is over this way, and in a moment it will actually load and display. As I tried to place my boat, it didn't want to for a second. I think the nearest oil deposit is over this way. Crap, I'm still wearing my armor. That does not count as getting rid of all of my valuables back at base first. Apologize, guys. This is yet another fail. Punch the boat. And it drops. Yep, see, those pumpkins will keep me stocked for seeds. Corn seeds and flax seeds will not work in the Forestry squeezer. So unfortunately, no go for that. Now, is that boat up? Reason I didn't see it. Okay, rubber boots, I can risk those. That's just fall damage. But iron armor, I do not want to lose. Yeah, the rubber boots are crafted with, if this is 3x3 grid, rubber, wool for the center sole. And see, they've already got 16 plus 7, which is 20, right click to get the count, 23 eggs. Alright, I'm going to go over to the nearest available oil slick, which I think is only a couple hundred blocks away, and going to prepare for my inevitable pain. Okay, there it is. I'm going to prepare my insane and crazy approach to what I'm going to do. That's an interesting chunk error. Alright, as you can see, this only goes up about 3 above the surface. Okay, maybe it's 4, but still. The reason I'm doing this here, not the other one, like the huge one, is because this is the closest one. It's only 250 blocks. If I really want to do something... 68... Hey, does it actually pause when I do this? Close oil. And we will make this bright green. Obnoxiously so. See? Now, I need to not disturb the central oil, but right next to it, see, this is what I meant by the suicidal or near suicidal scuba diving with the reeds or sugarcane. You can breathe while you're in it, but okay, wow, this is really close to the surface. I expected this to be like a 30-block suicidal dive down. That is not that hard on me, actually. Nice. Because if I can get this up high enough, yep, it's going to cut off that side of the oil flow. Which is actually what I want, but you know what? Maybe not that high. Damn it. You know what? Just go with it. See, I don't want to put it anywhere in the actual oil. I mean, I don't want to put it in the central shaft where the actual flowing oil is. This is where you actually find oil at. If I put it there, I will ruin some of the oil. Not that I can, because that's way high up. But I want to get this above the surface, because this is, despite the way the oil is throwing me around like a rag doll, this is really possibly the optimal way to build up to the oil well. At least I hope it is, because otherwise I'm wasting your time and making an ass of myself again. Right, notice how a lot of the oil on those sides disappears when it gets cut off. The actual oil is way down here, and actually I don't want to go that deep, because all those are source blocks, but I might actually drown on that one. Okay, duck down here and hide a moment, and I can see my handiwork. Oil is dark, but when seeing through it, you get the water type effect. Now that it's up, I can actually build off it, which is the funny part, mind you. See? If I'm going to actually pump oil out, I need to get above it as such. And mind you, I'm not damaging that block right there. That's the source block. Actually, each one of those blocks going down is a source block. Let's see, my climb up method is on this side. So I'm going to put a backing block here, which when I put the pump in, I can smack it right against that. Then I can put a redstone engine there and there. Put that there. And then I will just need somewhere... Yeah, I'll just need it to have somewhere for the actual oil to go to. That's where it's going to get tricky for me. Best part is, by keeping this well lit, I shouldn't have to worry about spawns. And I have a wonderful fuel source right there. Pump will go right where that torch is. redstone engine here and here maybe with a... Yeah, I'll even put the lever down now. So I can flip that and it'll trigger the pump there and there. The pump on the oil well. And I will have a redstone engine here and a wooden waterproof pipe pumping it out to containers. From the containers, I can take it back to my base. Now, it would be so much easier if I actually had, say, cactus. Because cactus is a very good, very easy way to get waterproof pipe. But I do not have cactus, so I have abominations like that, and I will need to actually work bees to get them. Now, that's probably all I'll show you for this episode because there isn't too much else I can do. I'll try and remember to make a save file of the world. This is episode 10. Just in case anyone out there in YouTube land, or whatever the heck you want to call it, wants to have a play on this little dinky map. No, I didn't save after the first episode spawning, but... And there's my other boat. But I will see about saving now, and hey, if you like it, subscribe, like, comment, tell me what you need to see. I'll see if I can do it. Alright, thanks guys, have a good one.